cannot be on or be able to go back and watch recording. We're so grateful to have each and every one of you here today. Thank you so much for joining us for the US Momentum Call. Look, we just came out of a record-breaking convention in Budapest. I'm so excited to be able to report a couple things that I was really, I think a lot of people who came out of it, first of all, probably the best, I told corporate, probably the best convention that I've been a part of was that one in Budapest, Hungary. We've actually had some really good conventions, but I think that one was the best. And what shocked all of us and what shocked corporate is that when we promoted the Mexico convention in a period of about 3, 4, 5 days, somewhere between 3 and 5 days, we sold over 5,000 tickets. It was sold out. So we've had people literally bombarding us, bombarding the company, and asking for more tickets to be sold. And all that you need to know is that we are working on some things behind the scenes that you guys will be excited about. And so stay tuned for that. But we came out of that event fired up. We got a new health product that a lot of you were able to see, whether you were on the live stream or whether you were there in person. You were able to see a health product that was launched by Jason Brown. And a lot of you were able to even test that. I had 2 packs myself. I did only test just one at a time. By the way, I didn't put in 2 at once. I like the taste. I got some energy from that. And so look, there's a lot of things happening inside the company right now that are going to help really take us to another level. Guys, the amount of ranks that we had, I remember the previous convention that we had in Croatia, and I felt like that we were building this new foundation, a foundation on rocks, something that is solid. And I knew that we were going to have success going into Budapest. But I did not know until I saw the amount of people, the P1000, P2000, P5000, Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50s, the new Chairman 100s. Think of the amount of people, whether you were watching the live stream or there in person, how many people went across stage. It was astounding. I was like just blown away. Like, look at how many people are going across stage. Look at how many people are making it happen. We launched the P300 rank. How many people in the last week have achieved the P300? It's astounding. There's some statistics that we've been able to get in the last 24 to 48 hours with the number of new ranks that have been hit. Guys, I can tell you right now is the time to be involved and to take it seriously. You need to understand what we saw there in Budapest, Hungary, with what is leading to this next event that we're having in Arizona and all the way to Mexico. Just because if you have a team that's not growing, it doesn't mean the company is not growing, because it's absolutely exploding right now. I don't believe we're in momentum. I believe that we are at the start of momentum. This is the most exciting time, kind of like when people are in a pre-launch. This is an exciting time to be involved right now. Our products, I just told Ari, one of our directors in the company, I told her our products we have in the company, the scanners, the strategies, the different tools are more powerful than any time in 8 years. We have greater retention than we've had. Our products and services are working better than they ever had before. Our education is better than it's ever been in the company. I've been here just over 8 years. It's the best that it's ever been. The time to get started and to start taking it serious and not be curious is right now. All right. You got to decide, do I want to start making money and changing my life over the next 90 days, 180 days, and so on and so forth? We got an event coming up here in Arizona in the month of April that you guys have time to really come in and not just start, but actually launch through the Arizona event all the way to the Mexico convention and the different retreats that we have. They just announced the chairman retreat that you guys have a chance to participate in. There's going to be people who have never been on a chairman retreat that are going to be from now in that chairman retreat. All right. So what I want to do is I want to bring on a good friend of mine that I've known for about 10 years now. Now, his name is Lasaldo Tavares, but we call him Teacup Lou. A lot of you guys know Teacup Lou. Put in the chat, Teacup Lou. Put in the chat, Teacup. 12 years in the industry. He's built teams internationally. He accomplished the rank of Chairman 100. He's in the GoPro $1 Million Hall of Fame. He owns multiple businesses. He has 3 kids. That means he has half of mine. So he has 3. That's still a lot, 3 kids. He's married. He leads the head of sales for the US markets. And this is one of the most inspiring, the most electrifying individuals that you will find, whether it's on a Zoom call or on stage. Lou, like the roof goes off the building. This guy's got amazing energy, passion, and inspiration. And that's why we have him helping to lead the sales for the US markets. And you'll see him coming to a city near you guys, because this guy has been traveling. The amount of hours that he put in leading all the way up to Budapest was astounding. I'm grateful to call him a friend. I'm grateful to call him a business partner. And with that, Teacup Lou, guys, go ahead inside the chat, put teacup, 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 teacup. I want to turn it over to you, man. Super excited to have you on. I appreciate your time.
Oh man, thank you, thank you. Can everybody hear me?
Loud and clear, man.
Oh man, thank you, man. I'm so excited to be on this call right now, man. Brandon, it's funny because I've known you for so long, and we've been in different companies together. And I'll say this, man, that we finally found our home first and foremost, thank God, which is I Am Academy. But I know you've been to many conventions and seen a lot of things, but I felt different coming back from Budapest. How about yourself?
Oh, no, it was, I would say when I came home from Croatia, I said, we got some work to do. When I came home from Budapest, I said, man, this is like, it almost felt like it was a new start to the company. And I was just more fired up than I've probably been in the last couple of years, to be honest, Lou.
Yeah, I just felt everything was perfect. I don't know, maybe it's because, you know, it's so much momentum right now, right? The company has so much momentum, teams all over, people hitting ranks, momentum is crazy. And I don't know, and also it was perfect. The venue, Budapest was great. I loved the whole city that we had for convention. I loved it. So I just felt everything was aligned. And coming back from there, man, momentum has not slowed down. It's only risen up.
Exactly.
Risen up. And guys, that's the one thing I want to talk to you about today is, you know, there's a couple of things, right? I want you guys to take this word with hashtag this word. Hashtag this word. Take pride. Take pride. Because leaving Budapest, you know, it's been a while since we've had a convention in the United States or a big event like this in the United States. And I want everybody on this call to take pride. Like, this is our event. Like this is, you know, and I don't want to seem selfish, but this is our events. So let's take pride in our event coming up in Arizona, right? Let's show the people in Europe, let's show everybody that went to Budapest, and I know there's people here that went to Budapest that are going to be in Arizona, but I want to sell that place out. Like, I want everybody to see, wow, we are back. We are back. US is number 3. When we was counting down the countries with the most momentum in IM, USA was number 3, guys. You guys did that, not us. You guys on this call did that. So let's take pride and let's make sure that we sell Arizona out, because there's so much momentum, and there's 3 types of people, right? Because the momentum right now, you can feel it, and you can feel it all over, whether you're Europe, South America, United States, Asia, you know, Japan is going crazy. You can feel it all over the world that IM has so much momentum right now. It hasn't been like this in years, where everybody it's like we're all synced together. You know, there'll be points where maybe Europe having momentum, and then another part of the world having momentum, but now, right, Brandon, it feels like all of IM has momentum, right? Yep. Everywhere from east to west, north, south, we all have momentum at the same time. And it's now time for you to take advantage of this momentum, because there are 3 types of people. There's people that actually get in front of the momentum, right? There's people that actually ride the momentum, and then there's people that unfortunately just watch the momentum, right? And we have to be the people that get in front of momentum and ride momentum, right? And the momentum that we have right now, guys, can push you and your organizations to heights that you never thought you can get to. And right now is the time. Like right now is the time. And how we keep momentum, right? Because momentum is here. It could be here today, gone tomorrow. But how we keep momentum is what we do when nobody's watching. What I like to call the offline grind, right? Is the events that we're doing in our cities, twice a week, 3 times a week. It's the trainings, the meetups with the teams, the Zooms. I go back on tour. I'm on a 2-month tour starting tomorrow. Tomorrow, my first stop is Dallas. We're on tour, and we're on the tour with Matt Rosa, right? And Nano and AWOL, right? Because we're building up to Arizona, right? Arizona. So I want you guys to understand that I'm gonna be on these roads, pushing to Arizona. All roads lead to Arizona. And with the momentum that we have now, when is the last time that you've seen so many people now tour the United States? Guys, we did that. Not me, not Matt Rosa, not Brandon Boyd. You guys on this call, you guys did that. Is the reason why we're going on tour March 14th, right? We're doing the breakout tour because you guys have made this possible with your momentum, your hard work for us to now go to these cities and do events. And I want you guys to understand, don't wait for us to get there, guys. One thing I want to tell you guys, don't wait for us to get there. Remember, you can watch momentum, you can be in front of it, and you can ride it, right? And you can contribute. I want you to contribute. So don't wait for us to get to your city. Keep those events going. Keep those events going, right? Because that's what's gonna bring momentum, and that's what's gonna keep momentum. Every day, work on your business. You got 24 hours in a day, well, make it 25 because you're working on your business an extra hour a day, right? So I want you to understand that we're coming to these cities because you made it possible, but we want you to sustain the momentum. We just don't want momentum from right now. We want momentum from now to the rest of the year. We want to go from Budapest to Arizona to Mexico. So we're keeping this momentum. This momentum is just not going to be for a season, right? No, it's for all 4 seasons. It's for winter, spring, summer, fall. We're keeping this momentum this year. We're hitting all 4 seasons, right? We're doing a yearly momentum. We're not doing it, it's for a season. It's for 4 seasons. It's for this whole year. We're keeping momentum. So I need you guys to do your part like you've been doing. And one thing I've been noticing as I've been touring since I got this corporate position is that when I've left the city, they continued to do events. Guys, remember one thing, the more people that see your business, the better chance your business has to grow. The more people that see your business, because one thing I've been teaching people, because if I ask you, what is your job? What is your job description as a network marketer? Like, what is your job? When I ask this question, when I go around touring, I get a lot of different answers and I get a lot of good answers. But the one answer that I don't get a lot is my job is to show this opportunity. That's my job. My job is to show this to others. That's your main job, right? It's to show this information to as many people possible on a daily basis. So the more events, the more people you show, the more eyes are on your business, the more eyes are watching your business, the likely that your business will grow. Guys, I want to see people right now, right? Tell me your ranks right now. Tell me what rank are you right now? I want to know what rank are you right now? Because I want you, right, to up it for Arizona. I want you to say, hey, I'm going to work as hard as possible to get to that next rank, to get to that next level, because one thing I want to do, I want to call your name in Arizona. I want to see you walk across that stage and give a high five to Brandon Boyd, take a picture with Matt Rosa, because I want to call your name in Arizona. Whose name am I calling in Arizona? Whether it's P300, whether it's P600, whether it's P1000, whether it's P2000, whether it's He 5,000. I want to call your name. Matt Rosa wants to shake your hand. Brandon Boyd wants to take a picture with you. I want to know whose name am I calling in Arizona? Because again, we're taking pride. This is our event. Guys, this is our event. Take pride. This is our event. You know, listen, sometimes it's not great to have an ego, but right now we're going to have an ego because we're going to take pride. This is our event. When you wake up every day and say, hey, this is our event. This is my event. This is USA. This is in our backyard. Let's show the world why we're number 3. Let me tell you something. I know there was a lot of people that were shocked when we came on the board at number 3. Everybody was like, and you saw the people that came from the United States in Budapest. Y'all, give it up to yourselves. Y'all was making amazing noise. Y'all was heard. It wasn't a lot of us, but you know what? They felt us. It wasn't a lot of us, but they felt us. So listen, I know everybody's like, man, US is number 3. You for real, US number 3, but we're going to show them why we're number 3 when we pack out Arizona. We're going to show them why we're number 3. We're going to show them why we might be number 3 right now. By the end of this year, we're going to be number 1. Because that's where we belong. That's where we've always been. And that's where we're going back to. So take pride. Take pride. We're going to sell this out. Because we're going to show the rest of the world that I am, that we're here to stay. We're not here for the moment. We're not here for a season. We're here for all 4 seasons. We're here for the rest of the year. You're going to have to deal with us here in the U.S. because we're coming. We're coming. And the next time we have an international event, you're going to see a bunch of champions from the United States. You're going to see a bunch of people walking across that stage in Mexico from the United States because we're coming. We're coming, and they can't stop us. They can't stop us. We're coming. Are we coming, people? People, are we coming? Let me know we're coming because they ain't going to be able to stop us. We're coming, right? We're coming, right? United States, we coming, right? We're going to show the rest of the world why we number 3 and why we about to be number 2 and why we about to be number 1 at the end of the year because that's where we start. Listen, nobody remembers number 2. Nobody remembers number 3. Only people remembers number 1. We number 1. We're not here to be number 3. We're not here to be number 2. We're here to be number 1 because that's what we are. That's how we wake up every day with that energy that we are the best and we're going to show the world that we are the best. With that being said, guys, keep those offline events going. Keep the momentum. Keep the momentum flying. Sense of urgency. Take pride. Brandon Boyd, back to you, man.
Wow, I feel like we could almost just do a drop mic and let's just drive to Arizona and get this thing done, man. Oh, it's amazing that I told you guys when you get Lou on the call, I mean he shuts down the whole dang place. So I appreciate you, Lou. It's so fun to Lou's energy is contagious and it's fun to be around you. So I appreciate that, Lou. And look, I take pride not only just living in the country, but take pride also in the company. I was on with Chris Terry, let's see, earlier this morning, going back and forth, and I felt to myself, man, I'm just so grateful to be part of such an amazing company. We take pride in ourselves, take pride in our country, take pride in the company. I told Chris, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Sometimes we take things for granted, right? And when we take those things for granted, all of a sudden it's taken from us. It's like, oh, shoot. I took my rank for granted, or I took my trading and the education, all that stuff for granted. Once it's, you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? So you take advantage of the opportunity inside the lifetime and the opportunity. Guys, this lifetime now is 10 and a half years, almost 11. Take advantage of what we have right now. Look, we got an amazing individual on next, Mr. Joey Wilson. He's become a great friend of mine the last couple of years. When he was first getting started in the company, I'd heard about Joey. And then when I first heard him on stage live in person in Dallas, I was like, okay, this guy is somebody special. I thought he was actually from Amway with the way that he was speaking, but he was actually from World Ventures because he would speak like the Amway guys would speak. And I was like, gosh, this guy's actually really, really good. He's now made a full-time living in this industry for a number of years. And the background that he came from, you guys, some of you were able to hear in Budapest on the live stream. It goes to show, look, you can go from whether it's the, Alex Morton always says the state Penn or Penn State. Well, Joey may have spent a little bit of time himself, and it goes to show that, look, you can have, you can literally have double restored for your trouble. And I really believe that that has happened for Joey. Double has been restored. He's been committed. He's been consistent. He's married. He's got kids. He's a phenomenal individual. And I'm just super grateful to call him a friend and a business partner. He's a chairman 100. All right, this guy's in the Hall of Fame, Chairman 100, phenomenal leader, a complete and utter professional. Joey Wilson is a professional inside of this profession of network marketing. So Joey, I want to turn it to you. Appreciate you being on the call, man.
Honored, my brother, and I appreciate all the kind words. And I'm blessed to be on this call with such greatness. And I've been watching Brandon since I was 22 years old, just trying to kick this thing around to get it going. He's over here just crushing it. And here he is. I don't know, how long you been in the industry now?
Dude, it's this year's 25 years, man.
25 years in the industry, and you look 30 years old.
And here's the thing, Joey, a guy said to me, he goes, now, Brandon, you used to pitch the 2 to 5 year plan. He said, was it 2 and 5 together, the 20? I said, yeah, bro, I was lying to you the whole time. It's the 25-year plan, brother, not the 2 to 5 years. I still got 6 kids to pay for.
Yep. 6 kids. It's a lifetime here. And this industry changed my life. And, you know, he kind of touched on my past a little bit. And, you know, for me, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for conventions. And I remember, you know, I was locked up for 2.5 years. I got out and I got a job at the gym, and my wheels were spinning. I'm like, there's got to be something else out there. My wife's managing a bank. We're having conversations like, what can we do? Because there's people crushing it online. People are being their own boss more than ever back in 2012. And I was young, hungry, and driven. Ended up meeting a really successful guy that used to be a doctor. And now he does this full time. And he told me he could teach me. And I didn't know what he's talking about, but he showed me this industry. And I got started. I had $3 extra left over. And he pulled out a $20 bill out of his junk drawer. He said, here's some gas to get home. And there was a Super Saturday coming up. And he said, if you want me to work with you, I'll see you at that Super Saturday. And I still didn't really understand what I was doing or what this industry was all about. You know, I'm brand new. I'm still trying to figure out myself, trying to figure out, you know, what I want to do with my life. And I knew that I wanted to change my circle. That was the number one thing. The reason I even got in trouble in the first place is because I was surrounded by people that were not going to help me get to where I wanted to go. And I knew I needed to change my circle. And so that was number one. And I said, I want to work with this guy. I want him to want to work with me. And he told me to go to that Super Saturday. So I did. And I'm standing there in the back, me and Britt, and this guy named Johnny Wimbrey was speaking. And at the end of, and he was just ripping on stage. And I'm sitting there like, this is crazy. All these positive people. This guy's crushing it on stage, sharing his story, his come from, what this industry has done for his life. But then he played that R. Kelly song, The World's Greatest. And I found myself standing up on a chair, my eyes closed, my hands up in the air saying, I'm the world's greatest. And I'm like, dude, I was built for this industry. I love what we're doing here. And I don't think I'd even be here today if it wasn't for that Super Saturday. And then, you know, we build from event to event. So they said, hey, Kansas City convention, you need to be there. This is next month. I'm like, dude, I just paid every dollar I had to get started in the company. So I told Britt, I said, I promise you I'll pay you back tenfold. And I used her credit card, and me and her booked our tickets to Kansas City. We took her mom's minivan, filled it up with a few people that we had on the team, went to Kansas City, and that was my first big convention. And that's when you really get the big picture of what's going on. And I was like, I'm all in. Like once and for all, I was like, this is crazy. And some of you saw it in Budapest. I know there's a lot of people in the US on this call that maybe didn't even make it to Budapest. But some of you on here might have been to a big event before, and you could probably relate to what I'm saying. I would not be here if it wasn't for those events, period. And what's crazy about that is, take a lot of the top earners. Check this out. The guy that showed me, David Peach, he was the #4 income earner in that company in World Ventures, right? The only reason he got started is because Dave Watson called him and said, we have a convention here in your backyard in Minneapolis. I need you to come this weekend and see what it's all about. You have aces in your life. And a lot of times those aces need to really see the bigger picture, the background of the company, who's running the show, what these events are like. They want to meet and shake the hands and meet the educators, meet the top earners. They want to see the culture, you know, before they put their stamp of approval on it, right? And so David Peach said, all right, I'm coming. And he walked into that convention with a t-shirt on that said, trust me, I'm a doctor, because he's a chiropractor. And everyone's still skeptical of chiropractors. But at the end of that convention, he told Dave, I'm making a list. I'm launching in the morning. And he hit the highest rank in the company faster than anybody else did. He broke every single record. And I say that to say this: there's people in your life, whether they're on your team right now or they're not on your team. Maybe they're sitting on the sidelines watching you and just trying to figure out, because dude, how much can people really see from our Zoom calls and the stuff we post on our stories? They can't really get the full feeling of what this company's about. And so just like David Peach, he had to go see for himself. Those aces, you have aces in your life, they got to see that event for themselves and see what it's really about, because that's where big decisions are made. I was talking to Richard Ooster last night, Chairman 25. And he wasn't even, me and him were just having a conversation. This isn't even about him trying to promote the event, but he was like, every time people ask me how I hit chairman, he said, I went to my first convention. It gave me the energy just to go crazy. And that's exactly what he did. He went to convention, said, okay, I'm making the decision that I'm going to go all in with this and be an evangelist for this company because I believe this can help people get where they want to go. And he went and hit chairman, right? Noah, who's going to be one of the speakers here at the event. He platinum 5,000, right? Closing in on chairman 10. He was enrolled for a month. Didn't know what was going on. Saw people, get on the Zoom call, He never did anything. He came to Orlando convention. He walked out of there and he said, I'm all in. And he started enrolling people like crazy. He would, if you asked him, would you even be in today if it wasn't for that convention? He would say, absolutely not, 100%, because you just don't really fully understand what you're a part of. And so my point is, there's people on your team, there's people in your life that you need to get to this event, because April 9th and 10th is the real launch of America. It's the real launch of your business. And you can treat it like it's your actual launch for your business. You can do the build up, these calls just like this, promote like crazy, but build it up and get everybody to the event. I get it. Not everybody was able to go to Budapest. There is no excuses right now. Any excuse that someone has, unless it's a family member passing away, they need to go to a funeral or they're getting married. There is no excuse. Everybody can find a way, because I know how important it is. Mark Cassetta said it on stage, one of the best in the world. If you want to find aces, don't ask, don't question it. They already got their ticket and they got 50 people already on they already got 50 tickets sold. It's mandatory and it's so important. I couldn't even tell you, just there's story after story of the importance of what these trainings have done for people. And so just a couple of things right off the rip. Building relationships and connecting with people. We had a handful of people out from the US and Budapest. If I had them speak on this call right now, they'll be like, bro, I met these dudes from Netherlands. I met some people from Sweden. I met some people from the Middle East. It's crazy how all these different languages and religions and backgrounds and skin colors, but we all have the same vision. We all dream big and we all just want to win together. They will be in for life. One of my guys, Hayden on this call, Alan on this call, Andrew Keaton, they were there. They are all in for life because what they witnessed in Budapest, from the relationships that they built, the connections, and then on top of that, recognition. You have 5 or 6 weeks to hit the next rank, to walk that stage and help your team do the same thing. And that recognition is going to take everybody's business to the next level, just because of the social media and the how crazy it is, because it's so fun to watch. It's so fun to be a part of. I'm going to get to watch my whole team walk the stage. You get to meet the top chairmen, the educators, the executive and corporate team. You get to meet them. You get to hear their stories. And then when you leave, guess what? Dude, I met Matt Rosa. At convention. This kid's from Brooklyn. He had a whole bunch of jobs. All the odds were stacked against this kid. And guess what happened? He made a decision to go all in. Because he did, he was able to move his family down to Florida, live one of the greatest lives. Now he's one of the top 10 income earners in the entire industry, not just the company, industry. And I met him and he's helping me directly, right? I met Brandon Boyd, one of the top educators in the entire company. He's helping thousands of people all over the world. And he's a Chairman 100. He's got 6 kids. You think you're busy? He's got 6 kids, right? So you're going to hear the stories. You're going to meet the people. You're going to be able to mastermind with the rising stars and the leaders of the company. You're going to get to learn from people that are actually winning and what they're doing out in the marketplace to help build their business. And you're going to learn the tricks and tips to take your business to the next level. And most importantly, you're going to see the vision. You're going to see the vision of what we are doing here. And it's just a place where people say, you know what? I'm all in for life. And it's crazy that I'm even on these calls because I was that kid that saw this at 22 years old. I had no business being in business, but the burning desire was so strong. I wanted to win so freaking bad. And then now they just asked me to speak on these calls, but every single one of you can absolutely hit the top if you want to. And what's cool about all of that is this year can be your year. The company is positioned for you to win at the highest level. It really is. We left Budapest. I've been, in this industry for 11 years. I've been to so many different conventions, but everything was dialed in, from the speakers to the panels, to the recognition, but then also launching a new product, launching a new rank, launching the chairman retreat, launching the next convention. I'm like, dude, they didn't miss anything. And so what's laid out in 2024, if you don't get out of this what you want in 2024, that's nobody else's fault. I mean, the company is pretty much soft tossing it up for you to hit a grand slam. But you got to make the decision to say, you know what, I'm going to invite every single person I know, whether they're in or not, to this convention. And it's going to be standing room only. And everybody you get in there, 90% of them will make the decision that they're going to call this home and they're going to go all in. And so what am I doing over this next 6 weeks? Me and my team, me and my leaders, we have conversations every single day about it, about who we're going to get there. Who are some high-end, top-end prospects that we need at this convention to see a bigger picture of what's going on? I've been in this company for 6+ years. A lot of them have been watching me for years, but they still don't fully understand what it is. They're like, dude, Forex, you're building teams. I don't fully understand. I see the traveling. I see the stages. I get it. They won't fully understand it until they get there. And so my goal is to get every single person that I possibly know to this event, because it's life or death. That's the way I'm looking at it for me. That's the way you should look at it as well. It's life or death. You have to promote like crazy, get people to this event, because if they're not coming to the event, my very first mentor, David Peach, always told me, push them in or push them out, Wilson. Ask them one simple question. And this is what you guys can use for your team. People are like, oh, I got to work, man, or I can't find the money. You simply ask them this: do you want IM to work? If you answer yes, I will see you there. We'll figure it out. How are you going to make it happen? I don't know. Your story is not original. There's so many people that have a similar story where they just got to find a way. And if you want it bad enough, you absolutely will. So do you want IM to work? Yes, I will see you there. We're going to figure it out together. And you get every single person there. And I just know how important it's going to be for you guys. And a lot of you aren't even on my team, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But I know with my organization, every single person has to be there. Otherwise, I'm looking at it like, dude, they're going to quit in the next 3 months anyways. So if I get them there, they're in for life, because they're going to see and meet everybody. They're going to hear the stories. They're going to get fired up and excited. And then guess what? We're going to go on a massive run. See how many people we can get to 382 customers to qualify for the chairman retreat, so we can pack out that chairman retreat and pack out Monterrey, Mexico convention. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to the next speaker, guys. This gentleman here, we're similar age. We've been in the industry for 10+ years together. He was a part of another company and I was in another one, and the stars aligned for us to be in this company together. But he was the very first chairman in this company, and he paved the way when it was way harder. I mean, I can't even explain to you how easy it is now compared to it was back then. Very first chairman, he paved the way for people like me and all of you to chase your wildest dreams and make them come true. But he went from chairman 10 all the way to chairman 750. But before that, he's from Brooklyn. He worked at cleaning gas stations, Hot Topic, Abercrombie, Chipotle, McDonald's, door to door, direct TV, photographer, loading truck, steakhouse, everything under the sun. Saw this company, saw the vision, and he made his dreams a reality for him and his family. And now he's not just the top earner of the company. He's top 10, if not top 5 of the entire industry. There's 10,000 plus companies. And we have direct access with them. You all know them, you love them. And I'll tell you this, if you go to that top 10 earners in the industry, here's what you're going to find with those people. It's their love for people and really helping people win. You cannot get to the level that this guy's at without actually putting people first every single day and doing whatever it takes and helping people find solution for their problems and keep moving forward. He's done this at the highest of high levels at a younger age than anybody else has done it. I'm blessed to call him a friend, a mentor, and he's leading this thing in a big, big way. So Mr. Matt Rosa, type fire in the fire chats in the fire emojis in the chat for him, and I'll kick it over to you, my brother.
My bro. Can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, first and foremost, Joey, I'm going to do my very best to live up to that edification, man. I'm grateful. And I know that it comes from the heart, bro, because we have conversation and you're not somebody to shy away from expressing how it is that people make you feel and giving those flowers while people are allowed to receive them. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your family and everything that you guys sacrifice in order to make this a reality. Same thing goes for Brandon. Same thing goes for Lou. You guys are always, I chose this group for a reason. You guys are always leading by example. You guys don't let off of the gas pedal. I don't have to contact you guys to see if you're fired up. There's never a moment that we're questioning your loyalty. There's never a moment that you guys aren't truly breaking records, man. And I'm just so honored and grateful to stand on the shoulders of giants inside of this industry. I've gotten to where it is that I'm at today because of my association, because of God's grace, and because of my willingness to take advantage of my situation, right? One of my favorite quotes, check this out. One of my favorite quotes. So what if you have the opportunity of a lifetime if you were not willing to take advantage of it in the lifetime of the said opportunity, right? That's from Eric Thomas. And it's things like this. It's events like the Arizona Breakout event that I took advantage of multiple times. And there's not a better time in company history. And I'm not just saying that to say it. I acknowledge when things are stagnant. I acknowledge when we're in a downtrend, and you bet your butt I'm going to acknowledge when it is that we're in an uptrend right now. Shout out to Bitcoin. Shout out to Bitcoin. We are at 61,000 the last time I checked. That's how I am feeling right now. Right now, after the halving, that's a whole nother conversation. But go live and get your analysis from the ones that know what it is that they're doing inside of the markets. But it feels like we are on a bull run. And here's the thing, guys. If you've been swing trading I Am Mastery Academy, you're in profit, guys. If you've been holding this trade, guess what? Your entry was perfect, guys. And a lot of you guys may look at leaders like myself, may look at leaders like Joey, Brandon, Lou, and say, man, maybe it's too late. Or, man, I don't know if I'm going to stand the test of time for the next 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Brandon, 25 years, myself, 10 years. Everybody on this call is a 10-year veteran inside of this industry. But I need you to understand, it's like looking at Bitcoin and saying, man, it's too late. 5 years from now, are you going to be saying that? 8 years from now, are you going to be saying that? 10 years from now, is it going to matter that 61,000 was your entry? Right now, I'm not saying go and do it right now because there's a time and a place for everything, but you get my point, right? This is literally the best time ever. Again, I acknowledge the ups, I acknowledge the downs, I acknowledge the stagnancy, but I also believe that documentation beats conversation 10 times out of 10. And guys, I want to let you know where it is that we're at right now. So check this out. I want to give a massive shout out to Darwin Lopez, Neno Torres, Tia Bolden, Mike Navarrete, Powerhouse, so many amazing, Nancy Aguilar, so many amazing leaders. If I left out your name, you know I love you to death. Matt Cruiser. That organization collectively has done 30, in the last 3 weeks, has done 32 Platinum 600s and above, including new Platinum 5000s. And one of my boys that are on the call right now is this, actually 3 of them are this close to accomplishing the rank of Chairman 10. That was just one organization here inside of the United States in the last 3 weeks. Guys, here's some more statistics for you. How about this one? Since Platinum 300 has launched in Budapest just over a week ago, we have had nearly 400 brand new Platinum 300s and above. Nearly 400. We're just shy of 400 brand new Platinum 300s and above. Shout out to those individuals. Let's show them some love inside of the chat. Here's some more statistics. Check this out. This one really excited me. And I think the leaders on this call, you guys are going to vibe with this one. In the last 30 days, there was a 9% growth. Now, to put that into perspective, the first time that we've experienced that growth since 2021, which was the peak momentum of our company. I need you to understand something. History tends to repeat itself, and we're recognizing patterns right now, right? Just like when we're looking at the markets, we're recognizing patterns inside of the markets. Well, Matt, why are we looking for patterns inside of the markets? Because patterns tend to repeat themselves. Patterns tend to repeat themselves. And if you're able to recognize a pattern, you're going to find yourself in a profitable situation, right? There's patterns going on right now, 9% growth in the last 30 days. And that's the first time that we experienced that since 2021, which was peak momentum. Here's another one for you. 5,500 tickets sold for the Mexico convention in literally 5 days. To put it into perspective, one of the fastest events we ever sold out was the Barcelona convention, in which we sold about 6,000, 7,000 tickets in a 2-month span. We just did 55.
Did Matt go frozen, or is that just on my end? I think he might be frozen. So Matt, just in case you can hear us, I think you might be frozen on your end.
Yeah.
Too much heat going on. Froze his phone or laptop. Too much value. That's right. We'll wait just a second. I think he's back on. All right,
Okay,
Matt,
guys, can you hear me?
back. Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of flame. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, where you stopped, you were like this. You were going off and you had your fingers on your forehead.
Okay. So what was the last thing that you guys heard, Brandon?
Well, you were talking about the number of people not only that had registered for the Mexico convention, but then you were going into the number of people that had been hit and ran in the USA on the team.
Yeah, so to put it into perspective for you guys, it took about 60 days in order for us to be able to sell out one of our largest conventions ever, 5,500 guys. We're currently looking for a new venue. We don't know if that's going to happen, but that's the demand that this company currently has from an international and domestic standpoint. Guys, check this out. 2 brand new Chairman 100s in the last 30 days. 2 brand new Chairman 100s. If you're counting the last 90 days, there's been 3 brand new Chairman 100s inside of this organization. Guys, for the first time in a long time, I watched during the convention at Budapest, 6 Chairman 25s, brand new leaders. That means 6 people in 6 months hit the rank of Chairman 25 and walk the stage at the convention in Budapest. That means countless of Chairman 10s, countless of P5000s, 2000s, and 1000 walk that stage. In Arizona, if you accomplish the rank of Platinum 600, when you accomplish the rank of Platinum 600, we're recognizing you in front of the entire organization. Guys, this is the first event that we have had inside of the United States for the last 2 years. So I'm going to show you what it is that we're doing in order to get ready for this thing. I'm going to show you guys what it is that we're doing right now. So the first thing that we're doing, if I can share my screen really quick, let me see.
Yeah, your co-host, you can.
Beautiful. So can you see my screen, Brandon?
Yeah, we can see it.
Is we're headed on the Breakout Tour, the USA Breakout Tour, starting on March 14th. Right? We're kicking it off in Dallas, Texas. If we're going to see you in Dallas, Texas, make some noise inside of the chat. Then we're taking our talents on over to Arizona. There's crazy momentum right now happening in Arizona. Then I'm headed to Oxnard, California for the very first time, where we are experiencing absolutely groundbreaking momentum inside of the United States. Then we have Seattle, Washington, right? We got Miami, Florida. We have New York City. We have Montreal, Canada. We have Toronto, Canada. We have Chicago, Illinois. And then as of recent, we have just added Memphis, Tennessee onto this thing, guys. I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing myself. I'm out there putting the miles on the card. I'm out there putting the pedal to the metal because I understand what this event's going to do if we expose individuals. So I'm not going to just run a call about it. I'm going to get on planes and actually show you guys about it, right? And then obviously all roads lead to Arizona. This is the venue. It is at the Herberg Theater, the Herberger Theater. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. All throughout the venue, there's crazy amounts of photo opportunities and branding opportunities for my online digital entrepreneurs here, right? So this thing is beautiful. I'm so excited about this thing. And then I want to share with you guys the speaker lineup. We got Mr. Chairman 100, Joey Wilson on the lineup. We have Greg Greeno, Chairman 50, Jurgen, who is leading the movement out inside of the Netherlands and Belgium, which is one of the most explosive movements that the company is seeing. He's flying all the way from Europe, other side of the pond, in order to train our organization. Right now, we're waiting on Mr. Kurt Cobain to answer, but I'm almost positive he's going to be there. We have Chairman 50, Jorge Carrion, in the building, leading the wave inside Mexico, one of the most dynamic organizations that the company has seen. Right, we have our ECS educator and absolute queen, Nancy Aguilar. We have the #1 enroller for the company overall, Mr. Michael Angel Morgan. Fun fact, the guy has never done a physical event. He is an anomaly. I'm so excited for you guys to learn from him. We're doing something different this time, right? We're putting up the Platinum 5000s on the stage. We got my brother Noah blessing the stage as a Platinum 5000. Then we got my sister Mina representing SMX. We got Chairman 10, Mr. Matt Cruiser from Seattle. We have one of our favorite educators for the foreign exchange platform, Mr. Jay Awal. We have Matt Fernandez hailing out of Canada. We have Mr. Mike Sotero hailing out of Miami, Florida. And what a time to learn from these guys right now, especially where the markets are currently at. Hint, 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 hint. We got Mr. Daniel Lopez, who leads sales alongside of Mr. Lasaldo Tavares. We have my brother from Another Mother Platinum 5000, Junior, blessing the stage. We have one of my favorite people in the world, Mr. Mike Navarrete. We have our upline, Chairman 100, Mr. Garrett Roberts, blessing the stage. This is a 10-year veteran. We have Chairman 50 and one of the founders of the MMX platform, Mrs. Melanie Greeno. We have one of our favorite individuals, one of the founders of the MMX platform, Chairman 25, and absolute rock star, Mr. Neno Torres. We got my brother from New Jersey representing the Stocks Academy, Ace Enders, Chairman 250, Darwin Lopez, brand new Platinum 5000, my brother Miguel. We have SMX educator, Leanne Denoso. We have Alejandra Villarreal, who is one of the top enrollers every single month inside of the company, coming from Mexico to teach you guys how she's doing so through social media. We have one of the GOATs and one of the legends, Mr. Zachary Hogan, representing the foreign exchange platform, another industry legend and icon who you just heard from, Mr. Brandon Boyd, Alex Morton, Jason Brown, myself. We got panels going on. Guys, I don't know how to tell you this any other way. You got to go in and you got to grab those tickets. It is imperative that you not only grab those tickets, but you bring individuals with you, right? Why? Why should you bring individuals with you? I think you got a plethora of information as to why it is that we should do so, but I want to leave you with this. I want to show you guys just 3 simple tips. I want to share with you guys 3 simple tips on how it is that you can really make the most of this and get as many of your team members, as many as your family, to this call, and to this event, in order to experience the breakthrough of a lifetime, guys, at the Breakout Arizona Convention. So number one, what I would encourage you to do is start a group chat with the confirmed individuals that are attending the convention, meaning that they already have their ticket, and do something special for that group. Maybe it's a mastermind in AZ. Maybe it's a private call with one of the chairman leaders. Maybe it's a gift. Whatever the case may be, start up the chat and create that exclusive community so you guys are able to communicate with one another, grab Airbnbs with one another, the whole 9 yards, right? That's number 1. Number 2, run weekly calls about this. I can guarantee you guys, if you want a Brandon Boyd, if you want a Matt Rosa, if you want a Joey Wilson, if you want a Lasaldo Tavares, if you want a Neno Torres, if you want any of these chairmen, a Darwin Lopez, to jump onto that call and speak to your organization as to why it is that this is so important, have them share their experiences inside of these events. I'm letting you guys know there's not a person that's going to say no, right? There's not a person that's going to say no. And number 3, don't just post about it, be about it. Don't just post about it, be about it. I mean, there should be no reason this thing ain't all over your stories, right? We're making this thing go viral. There should be no reason as to why it is that this isn't every conversation that you have. Every single conversation I'm having, hey, have you got your tickets to AZ? If I'm signing someone up new, hey, look, we got to get you out to AZ effective immediately. We have a former Chairman 10 that is currently launching with us right now, and she currently has multiple people. She's enrolled maybe 2 people, currently has multiple people confirmed for the Arizona convention. Right? We understand that big events lead to big decisions. And like Lou said, we're not here for number 3. I love the Germany squad. Those are some of my closest friends inside of this industry. We're not here for Germany's number 2. We're not here for number 3, which I think is us right now, number 4, Mexico. We're here for number 1, which is currently Japan. And I believe that we're going to accomplish that over the course of the next 12 months. And this event is going to be a fundamental catalyst to making sure that that thing becomes a reality. This thing is going to be a fundamental catalyst to making sure that that thing comes to reality. And then last but not least, I want to share this with you guys. This is a little selfish plug for you guys, but I know that the team absolutely loves doing culture nights during these events. So check this out. Not only are we going to get together, not only are we going to learn about this business, not only are we going to learn what's needed in order to take it to the next level, we're going to have the masterminds and the lock-ins for the organizations inside of the Airbnbs. We're going to have the private dinners. But on top of that, the last night of the event, I'm doing a private concert with only 200 tickets available where I'll be showcasing my music. Perfect place to be able to do a culture night with the organization, come let loose and have a good time. So for those of you guys that are going to be there, the link is inside of my story. I appreciate you guys. But overall, I'm so excited for this event. I want to show you guys how it is that we can turn these passions into paychecks. I want to show you guys how it is that we can take this thing to the very next level while keeping people over profits and not jeopardizing the integrity of this company, the integrity of the culture that we've built here. So you can tell that we're fired up about this. We're excited about this. And more than anything, we're passionate about this. These tickets are going to sell out. If you have not grabbed them, get them ASAP. Tag me, tag Joey, tag Brandon, tag Lasaldo, and let us know that you grabbed them. We're here to support you guys. And don't meet me there, but beat me there. God bless you guys. And I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Let's get it.
Woo, man. Powerful. Guys, we're going to end on that. But because of some of the messages I was getting, let me give you guys kind of the call to action to what Matt was talking about. I'm going to do a share screen here real quick. And by the way, because of the amount of messages I was getting, the call has been recorded. I realize for some of the people who want to see this, it's late at night. Some it's the middle of the night. We got people on, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're not even in the USA. They're listening anyway, and they're flying to come to the event because just like Joey said, if you're in the USA, unless there's maybe a funeral or wedding or something, we want to see you guys there. So right here, I dropped the link inside the chat. All right. If you scroll up, look at the chat. I dropped a link in there. Right here, you can grab your tickets, click add tickets, put in your info, and then it has the information of where that's going to be in Arizona. So that is a call to action. I also will be dropping that with the recording. So for people that go back and watch recording, they then can't see it on the video as far as how to register and where to register. I'm going to have a direct link right there on the recording. I'll blast it out everywhere. And then you guys can send the link to the actual tickets, and you'll be able to send the link in that same message for the recording to this call. So guys, we look forward to seeing you in Arizona. You know, this is where you separate the serious from the curious. Are you just curious about IMA? Are you just curious about your business? Are you just curious about your income? Or are you serious? If you're serious, put serious inside the chat box. If you are serious, the serious people, they go. They find a way to make it happen. With that, guys, we'll see you in Arizona. This call has been recorded. Have a great night. We'll talk soon. Thanks, everyone.